Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Viewing the weekly outlook for the Australian dollar, the market is getting close to the bottom of its range. First of all, around 71.0525, which was respected from Friday, and we are seeing a little bit of a firmer start to the beginning of this week. Looking at the market, though, from a technical point, we were oversold and still likely to maintain this for most of this week, while the market prepares itself for the main event being in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, in the United States. The virtual gathering theme this year is the macroeconomic policy, uneven economy. While a major policy announcement is not anticipated before the September FOMC meeting, the United States Federal Reserve Chairman will speak on the economic outlook, where some market participants may expect him to lay out a clearer roadmap on the central bank's tapering plans. So all eyes this Thursday when it commences. Therefore, the dollar and also other markets may be a little bit whipsawed. As you can see, there is a bit of a recovery here, so looking towards the top side of around 71.75, which isn't too far away, and a cap around 72.15. Overall, though, the trend is still holding, so I don't feel at this point the market may or unlikely to sustain, and therefore looks towards that bottom side of the range, as I called around 71.25 or the base at 70.35.55. With the dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of six major currencies, retreats from Friday's high of 93.72, as it currently trades at 93.30, the market is finding a little bit more of an upstep after the recent respecting base of around 116.1025 wasn't reached, but getting close to that level. Looking at the daily, though, from the weekly, is that we are in a bit of an upstep here, and therefore could see a small play to the upside for the euro to 117.45 with a cap seen at 117.95. No doubt the market will probably try and squeeze some of the shorts that are in this market since this decline from 119, but nevertheless, with the bullish divergence also seen, would help or sway the fact of more of a rebound from the recent lows of Friday, but unlikely, I believe, to sustain at this stage. Looking at dollar yen, the market has turned back to its top side after a very whipsaw price action seen late last week. But no doubt the resistance from 110.10 to around that cap of 110.70 will provide a lot of supply and eventually see the market turn back to the downside with the support holding around 108.55.80. Viewing sterling, the market nearly got close to its target of 135.80, but finding a little bit more of a firmer upstep as the dollar retreats at the start of this week, and therefore looks towards a resistance of 136.65 to 137.40.45 and reassess from there. That would mean sterling yen also got close to its objective. Now, I was looking for a target of roughly around 148.60, but the market did get down to the close of 149.20 before rebounding very aggressively. And at this point, there's a bit of bullish divergence here as well. The market may actually see a stretch up towards 150.70 and reassess from there. Finishing off with gold, the market has pretty much been listless as a point, that is, of no direction, and therefore it's going sideways and still capped by this level of 1,800. But the market is still relatively bullish in terms of the fact that the positive signals are holding with the RSI and the MACD. So therefore we shouldn't discount another test to the upside, but towards that top side of 1,800, unless we clear 1,806, still keeps the risk to that target of 1,765, where I've outlined here, and a break would expose the region to the lows of 1,700. And wrapping up with oil, as we can see, the market has hit this top bottom side of 61.60 to 62.40 base and rebounded very strongly, and therefore the market may look up towards this top side now of $64.30.35, where we are at the moment, and stretching on to 64.30.35 and reassess from there. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the interest report. Hope you enjoy the great start to the new week.